Hello, my name is Lanika Temple, and welcome to the Journey Part 13. What the journey is my spiritual walk with the Lord video journal that I will be doing. And I can remember as far back as I think the 3rd or 4th grade, I always known that I was blessed. I always felt lucky. I used to call it, "Ooh, I'm so lucky." But at an early age, I knew I was blessed. And all it was just the favor of the Lord upon me. And I remember when I was in the 4th grade, I think it was 3rd or 4th grade, they used to do every Friday like a football Friday where they would raffle the kids' students' name, and they would give a prize out, chips, a drink, and a little small football and one of those little booster ribbons. And I remember that year, I want to say 4th grade, every Friday for 4 weeks straight, I won it. And that because I like, "Ooh, Lord, let me win this. I'm going to win it today because I'm blessed. I'm lucky." And sure enough, someone pulled my name. And then the following week, the teacher let me pull since I won it the previous week. And then I ended up pulling my number. And then after that, they was letting someone else pull. And I won 2 more times, 2 more weeks after that. And I won so many times, I think 4 weeks straight in a row, where the other times they did not put my name in the basket because they said I won too much. And as a kid, that like kind of crushed me. That, made me feel bad. Because it's like, someone else has to win. You done won 4 times already. We're not putting your name back in. So after my 4th time winning, I no longer won. But I still consider myself blessed and lucky. Everything I did, things would go my way. I would just get up, "Ooh, today this gonna happen, that going to happen for me," not realizing I was decreeing my day, and my day would happen exactly as I say. And I experienced a lot of different things growing up, which helped me prepare for my calling now. Versus, I said, I used to see spirits when I was younger, which that helps me now as I'm grown. And the Lord showed me that He prepared me even as a child. Just like now, what if I never saw spirits and now started seeing spirits? They'll probably put me in the crazy house. Anyway, and I see some of the same gifts in my kids. I remember when they was younger. Just supernatural things happened to them. I know one of my girls, when she was like 3. And people, when I say when your kids had these so-called invisible friends, it is not harmless. That can be very dangerous because actually they are talking to spirits. And my kids used to see things in other kids. And I remember one time, my oldest girl, when she was like 3 or whatever, and she used to tell me all the time, "Mama, my friend such," I think she was calling them Maria or something like that. Anyway, and then next few days she got to talking about she want to be dead like her friend Maria. And I like, "Who?" She said, "My friend Maria, she's dead. She said she drowned. And I want to be like her." So then on, I just started going around the house, blessing my house because that was disturbing. These spirits can encourage children to want to die and stuff like that. So there's nothing harmless about, nothing cute about your child having a invisible friend. Those friends are very real. And then those friends can be demons, So when your kids get to talking to you about different things they seeing or either ghosts they seeing, you best believe it's true. And I had my second little girl. She had woke me up early one morning. She got up and she said, "Mama, come help me clean the room up." I said, "I'm gonna help you clean up when I get up." And you know how kids tear paper up, cut paper up into the smallest pieces and have them everywhere. And had a toys everywhere all around the room. So I told her, "I'll help you when I clean up." About an hour later, she came back. She said, Mama, I cleaned the room up." I said, "Okay, good girl." Now she's 3. So I ain't expect, it's one of those, she probably just moved a little stuff around or whatever. Okay, she said, get up and come see. I got up out the bed. I walked into her room. Her room was spotless like a grown person could have done it. And I ran to the front to see when my chain still locked, because I automatically assumed somebody been in the house. I ran to the front, but the doors were still locked. The chain was still on the door. And then I said, you did this by yourself? She said, no. She said, the lady helped me do it. I said, what lady? She said, the lady that helped me clean my room up. And like my heart just stopped beating. Just sunk to my stomach. I said, what lady? I like describe the lady. She like, the lady that be here. And when I said her room was spotless, it looked like she vacuumed. Toys were put up neatly. Her bed sheets was folded and straightened neatly. It was as if I've done it. I cleaned her room myself. I showed my husband. I said, ain't no way a 3-year-old clean this room like this. He said, you helped her then? I said, nope. I said, she's sick. I said, she keeps saying the lady to be in the house helped her clean her room up. And that was kind of disturbing. So then on, I realized that my kids had the same gift I had. That they were seeing things and talked, And another incident I can remember. I used to see things all the time when I was attending Mississippi State in my dorm room. And those were disturbing things. Like I said, I would prefer to see an angel versus a demon any day. And when I say a demon look worse than how they make them out on horror movies. And truth be told, I'm still not comfortable with seeing those types of things. Especially the demons, but I know that they cannot hurt me. And I like the things God been showing me, especially with people. It helped me discern with what's going on with certain people. Because certain demons actually have a certain look that I can recognize. I can recognize the spirit of infirmity. I recognize the crack demons, and different types of spirit of addictions. I can recognize those when I see people. And a lot of times if I see them, I just say a prayer for them. I intercede for them. I don't go around telling them, oh, you got this, you got that, and I'm going to pray for you. No, that's just something I keep to myself. My thing, if the Lord showed it to me, he showed it to me for a reason. And he didn't show it to me for me to confront them. Nothing like that. But I intercede for them at night. I write their name down, because a lot of times I can be forgetful, but I got to pray that spirit away. So I write their name down and what I seen, and later on I will intercede for them. There's a lot of people I intercede for, and I'm trying to teach my kids how to pray and intercede for their friends and just different family members, and try to teach them that we have power. Not just me, but everyone. Lord has given us power over the enemy. He has given us the power to trample upon these serpents and scorpions and stuff. And we got to start walking in our power. Maybe the hospital will have less money, because a lot of people, they faith in money, what I don't understand. You run to a doctor. The doctor can't cure you. But here it is. You have some people complain about tithing and giving offering unto God, unto the things that God is using to work during the earth realm, and we complain about that. And like I said, I believe in sowing and reaping and tithing. That's just my personal belief. I believe when I tithe unto the Lord bless me, because I believe on the scripture in Deuteronomy say, do not come before the Lord empty-handed. Of course, we can't just give directly to the Lord, but we can give honor to God. And we honor God by honoring the things of God here on earth. And I think that supersedes the law of sowing and reaping, And I always believe that, even a young girl, I noticed that the weeks I do tithe, I just have a blessed week, And it's something you got to want to do, come from your heart. No, God doesn't demand us or require us to tithe, but it's free will. Just like our faith, everything is free will. And I believe in the principles of Old Testament and New Testament. You look where the people, when they sought after God, they brought the man or woman of God a gift to show honor, a honor to God, a honor to God. And when you give honor unto God, the Lord just opens so many doors upon you. Blessings, everything just rain down. Obstacles move out your way. And that's what I've been experiencing for, I'm going to say, the past 6 years. Like, everything just pretty much opened up, just pretty much laid out in front of me, versus I used to have hard time, this coming against me, that coming against me. I still have things coming against me, but I don't worry about it. And it said, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. The tactics of the enemy, it doesn't work now. I just sit back. Everything still come against me, but it's easy. The doors are still open. Regardless how Satan tries to shut them doors, they are still open unto me. So I would say to anyone, be a cheerful giver. No, you can't give directly to God, but honor the men or women of God. There's nothing wrong with it. And don't let no one make decision for you or talk you into what you should believe or shouldn't believe. I personally say try the Lord for yourself. Try Jesus for yourself. Make your own mind up on. And I know I tried the Lord for myself, and I know it works for me. I can't say, well, and I know you put your faith in God and trust in God, it will work for you. But you got to be willing to try it on your own. Seek and know God for yourself. That's why I tell everyone. Therefore, when God tells you to do something, you won't be double-minded about what you should do or what you shouldn't do. You'll automatically know, this is the voice of my God. I'm going to do what my God say do. And I'll be back.